And things like that is what young people sort of like, you know, say to a young person, would you like to be in a film? Would you like to, do you enjoy acting? Do you enjoy drama? Things like that. What sort of things? I think it's very important to find out what young people enjoy and cater to that as well. For example, with Carmel, they have a football team. So they have a sort of 16-plus football team in which you have 2 teams. They have a first team and a reserve team. So it's engaging young people in sporting activities and things that they like to do, as well as, you know, having them in the church as well. So, any other questions? Hi. Yeah, okay, I'll answer and I'll pass it to Andre, who can answer as well. Word of mouth is a very powerful tool. And what we do encourage is, you know, you come, you enjoy yourself, tell your friend, bring along people along, you know, get people, like I said, get people doing things they enjoy to do. And I think once people have a sort of thirst and a hunger, young people have a thirst and a hunger to come out, then that's when they'll start coming back, because they're eager to come and do something that they enjoy doing. Me personally, I would do, you know, creative expressions has given me a lot of opportunities as well in terms of directing experience, filming experience, you know, working with young people. So it's not just like mentoring experience as well. So it's not just coming along and, you know, just enjoying myself, but I'm learning at the same time. And another colleague who is one of the young people at Creative.
Hello, everybody. My name is Andre. Just to follow on from what Oneil was saying, he was the one that actually invited me to the youth group, and from the time I've been invited, the things we've interacted with, it's just been such an opening. It opens doors. That's what creative expression is all about. It brings young people in. You give them experience, you give them stuff to do, stuff they like to get involved in. As I was having a conversation earlier, the main aspect of a youth group is to have something that attracts young people. You can't just have a youth group and set them something in which you think they're gonna like. You have to get to know them, where you have to see what they really wanna aspire for or go for in life. So the thing with creative expressions, for me, is open the doors. As one event, from going to creative expressions, made me more of a confident person. I wouldn't have been here today if it wasn't for them. So I just want to thank them for opening up that door, getting some networking, and see what young people actually want in life, and so that you can see what we need and what you can provide. So I just want to thank them for that. And not just that, but it's also helped me in a way of, I'm a musical type of person, so the things they're doing is right along my lines. Anything active and practical, I love to get involved with. And I think that's the thing that most youth groups are missing nowadays. They're just setting you a target in which they're trying to achieve, sort of thing, and they didn't actually get to know the young people as well as they should have, to see where they want to take it. Because young people nowadays have the ideas, but they don't know where to put forth the ideas. And that's what all youth groups should take into account. What are the young people thinking? What do they want to do? Because if you don't see what they want to do, you'll never try to get forward. You won't get other people into it. You won't get the youth as where you want them to. I'm happy to see they're here with their radio. They're doing their thing. That's the things that youth groups need to do. You need to get involved more with the young people. If you don't see their ideas and see where they're coming from, you won't really get to understand them more. So, and that's the biggest point. As I say, I just following on from what you said, he invited me. I was encouraged. I came, got involved. Many things, events, I've helped them through. They've helped me. And just to get the word out there, that's the biggest point now, just to get yourselves out there, try and communicate more with the young people, and you'll have more of a turnout than you ever think.
Just quickly following off what Andre was saying about him doing events and stuff, we actually recently had an event which was all about sexual education, which was a big event for young people, and it was actually by young people, so there were sort of anonymous letters and things, questions written in, and they had an educational panel which would answer these questions, and they had debates, all sorts of things like that. And Andre was given the opportunity to officiate, one of the officiators for that. So that's something he can now add to his CV when getting a job, that he was, one of the staff members at a big event. So it's not just things that we could just hold within us, but it's also things that you could put down on paper as well. So those are a lot of the things that Creative Expressions is doing for us as well. Just as was said in the film by one of the young men, Tim, he said a lot of youth groups, they give you sort of a pool table and leave you for 2 hours. And it doesn't give you that sense of community, because you will sort of develop, you'll probably stay with one person or maybe 2 people, and you'll have sort of small groups, and the whole youth group can't really come together, So I think it's really important that the youth group, if you have a youth group, try to involve everyone, try to mix everyone in. When I was one of the youth groups I tried to get, it was a faith youth group. It was at a church, and I went in there. These were young kids, and I was told, that they engage within activities, faith activities, discussions and things. And I went in there, and they all went upstairs, and I went upstairs, and they were just playing the PS2, PlayStation, and they were playing like Xbox and things like that. And I thought, well, that's not really what I'm looking for to make a film on, because I could easily just go anywhere and film that. So I think, as Andre was saying, try to engage more with the youth group. Is there any other questions? Okay. Thank you very much.